I keep trying to force myself to keep this schedule every single day, and it's not working out. It is cold, I am tired, and at this point, I feel like the fact that I'm productive every single day in some way means that I am doing well. Like, that's the best that I can do right now. I don't want to keep beating myself up when I can't meet my own expectations. The expectations I have of myself would be to read every day, work out every day, keep my house completely clean, like spotless, 24 hours a day, never ever raise my voice to my kids, and write music every single day. And every time I don't live up to those things, I am really hard on myself. I get tarot readings. I'll either do it for myself or I'll get a reading from one of my readers, like Brittany, the intuitive cosmic wifey. She's the person I get most of my readings from, or Empress. Uh, I use these divination tools to get direction. Things like the tarot are tools for our spirit guides and ancestors, basically spirit, to communicate with us, and that's what I use it for, to get guidance. And lately, a lot of my readings have said that I need to just go with the flow. So here's my dilemma. I have bipolar disorder, which is a mood disorder. It's very hard for me to stay regulated energetically, emotionally, mentally, all of these things. So because I have bipolar disorder and I understand that it affects me being consistent and finishing projects, I feel like I have to hold myself accountable by making a set schedule every day. This is not working. It's just not working. It'll work for a few days and then the weather will change and it'll throw me off. Or I will come on my period and it will throw me off, and it's just not working. And every time that happens, I feel disappointment, and then I think that I'm not doing enough, and then I go through this existential crisis inside of my own mind while I'm supposed to still be an active parent and deal with business and create art. So then I have my spirituality and my relationship with spirit and my ancestors and my spirit guides that are communicating with me that I need to go with the flow. But this is contrary to what my logical mind is telling me that I need to do. So this is very frustrating when I have, the 3D world telling me to do one thing and my spirituality guiding me to do the other thing. And, the only way for me to choose which one is right is to trust my own emotions, I believe, because that's the only thing that I can trust. I can't always trust my mind because my mind is paranoid. My mind tells me to never leave my room, never leave my house, and that I can't trust anybody. So I can't trust my mind, but my heart, I can trust my heart. Did you know that the heart low-key has a brain? Like, I shouldn't keep saying stuff like that. Some of the things that I share are controversial, and a lot of the information is not something that you can just look up on Google. Like, you're gonna have to pull out some like ancient texts or have like a connection with someone who has like esoteric books and stuff like that to get the information from. But I did read an article saying that the heart has a brain. Like, I think it's that it has special, I don't know, I don't remember. I don't want to speak on something that I don't know a lot about. I only read that one little article, but it's something you should look into. Also, I don't want to look like I'm being lazy. My kids have seen me be a housewife, but they've also seen me work full-time, and the last version of me that they saw worked a lot and worked very hard. So when I left my job to be a stay-at-home mom and work for myself full-time again, I felt very pressured to make sure that it at least appeared that I was always being active. And that's just not realistic. One of the benefits of working for yourself is being able to set your own schedule. But I feel like I don't allow myself these things because I know that I have these issues with not finishing projects. But then it's like, this is a whole new version of you. Yes, you've had these issues in the past, but that doesn't mean that that's what you're going to do now. So these are always the internal struggles that I go through with trying to adhere to these high standards that I have for myself. And then the bar is always moving up. The more I learn and the more that I realize that I am capable of, I keep pushing that bar of excellence even higher. And I just keep pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself. And it frustrates me that things like the freaking weather and the changing of the seasons affect my psychology, like, that's crazy to me. Like, that's crazy to me. Back when I was driving, I used to drive for Instacart, right? And if it would rain, I couldn't drive. I would instantly have an anxiety attack. I'm not one of, if it started raining when I was driving, I'd pull over. Like, that's how real that was. Like, I just couldn't. Needless to say, I sold my car. Going with the flow, be like water. That's what Bruce Lee said. That's my man's. And I struggle with it. I want to appear to be productive, and I also want to be productive. But if I'm honest with myself, I am being productive. I've never been more productive in my life. And I think that I just need to go with the flow and actually listen to spirit and stop being hard-headed like I always am. So moving into this new season, I'm going to learn to go with the flow and allow my life to look the way that it's going to look, and not keep comparing my life to other people's lives, because that never ends well. I love you. I'll check you out in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me here in Fairy World. I will check you out. Why do I keep saying check you out? I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.